सबको मेरा नमस्कार. This is International Master and Fitness Senior Trainer Sekhar Sahu welcomes you on behalf of Sports Authority of Gujarat and Gujarat State Chess Session to this intermediate training session. I will be covering some strategic themes and some attacking games for great players and former world champions. So to start with, let us warm up with some end game. The given position, white has a pawn on 7th rank and the threat is a knight check and queen. The threat is now knight check and queen. The main problem with black that his bishop is immobile. At the moment, not immobile, it is blocked by the king. So bishop want to reach the diagonal. He cannot because any move knight check is coming. The position now black to play. Can white win? Black will try to harass. Check, check, check. The point is, if black can manage to bring the bishop to this diagonal, for example, you give a check, suppose he comes here, then bishop check will draw. Suppose you come king e1, bishop h4 check, and bg3. He comes to the diagonal. So let us start. He gives a check. Now, can white win this game? So here, Devers, Mukund Agarwal, Veerabhadra Singh, Parvat Thakkar, Vatsal Parikh, Akshar Jhala, all are welcome. Good morning to all. This is a problem by Nazra the Wili, a great composer. Nazra is Wili. And the point is, white needs a clever twist. White has check and then queen. But you should not allow the bishop coming to the diagonal. The check will come. So this is the key. What should you do now? Tanmay Azmera, good morning. क्या करोगे अभी? You know, these problems will help you. I want to show you 2-3 problems, how it can help in your actual game. Now this position, white is winning. For example, now you cannot go to dark square. Suppose you give a dark square or here, he will give a check. And next, bishop will place in the diagonal. And knight check, he will just move and control the b8 square. That means, hello, Ivan Vishal Shah. So that means, what is the point now? So you go here, he will keep giving checks only. आप जब भी जाएंगे व्हाइट में वो चेक देते रहेगा. You cannot go to C3 or B2. Discover check and then bishop E5. That means is it a draw? Is this winning? Veerabhadra Singh says bishop H5 check, king C2. Okay. Bishop check, king, bishop check, king, and and B8 check, and D7. Not correct. And D7 is not correct. It is coming with a check. I think this is correct move. This is correct move. Knight check, bishop check. The king comes. Yeah, it is working. It is working. So check. Now you cannot go. Then bishop d8 check and case is 7. So you have to come here. Check. Now you come here. Check. And now you come king d2. The point is now you if you give a check, king c3 wins. The point. Here, here king c3 is not working. The reason is he will give a check. He will give a check. And then bishop. So you go to king d2 and now only move check. There is no time for him to play bishop. Lost. Now there is no discover check. So it is lost. Okay. Well done. Well done. Next game. 2-3 end games. I will not keep much. This position, it is not this. I made a mistake. This position. It is white to play and draw. Ritu Nandi and Dibya. Now the point is, if in this position the pawn is queening, the pawn is queening. If you go to this bad square, if you go to this bad square, the king will come and attack. The king will take a tempo and collect the bishop, and another pawn will queen. So you should not give a tempo. So the correct move we should find out. This is a mistake. This is a mistake. The king will come to f6 and easily winning the game. So he comes here. Now the black king, white king wants to come. The white king wants to come to the square to draw. So I will not allow. What should you do now? The point. Sorry. Kanak, welcome. It is in end game element of time. Main is element of time. One tempo. The white king is far away. The black is getting a tempo. He is coming here and a tempo is coming here. So you have to lose time with the bishop. Our king now race will come, but he will not be able to come. White king because a tempo is coming here. Suppose you play normal move, it will lose the game. Now king and now the white king is planning to come to this point. So attack. Now king here he will attack. You lose time. You lose time. Now king will come. It's a draw. It's a win now. It's a win. This is winning. Too slow. And now just come out and queen. That one tempo. That is the reason here you do not play king. This is draw. Virabhadra Singh is right. Divya is right. There was bishop g8. No tempo. Now this is not because you have got to 5 moves. 1, 2, 3, 4 and then collect the bishop by that time you are coming. So this is a draw. Draw. In time. Take king. You cannot now move king to b1. The pawn is lost. And you push the pawn, king c2 draw. The whole point is that question is you have to realize a tempo is coming. So this is a move you should not, you get the idea. First of all, you have to go correct square. Then you have to not allow a tempo. Okay. One more end game. Nazraisvili. White has got a problem. The pawn is queening. This pawn is queening. Knight is not in a position to stop. Neither rook can stop. The king is watching. So white has problem and looks like white is losing the game. But with clever play, you can win. This helps in real games. Control of square, domination. Find out how white can draw the game. Hmm. कैसा करोगे? He is queening. So if you can give, now what is the point? Logically, you should sacrifice the rook for the pawn. One. Or you should give continuous checks. That means perpetual check is the solution. You cannot sacrifice the rook. So continuous check, the rook check will come. So he will go up. Again check, he will go up. Again check. Again check. Again check. Now this is not working. This will lose the game. This will lose the game because if you try like this, now you come here, I will come. You come, keep giving check, I will come. Lost. You run out of checks. I will not go get a knight check for you. I will come here and check. I will come here, check, and no good check. Lost. Now no check, queen is coming. That means when he takes the pawn here, don't give a check. You have to play. If you give check, check, king will come and it is lost. Now you give knight. The point is now perpetual check is guaranteed. So check. You cannot give queen into it. It is not draw only. So king now, or you go king to. He will keep giving. All this is guarded. All this is guarded. All this is guarded. All this is guarded. So this two square. When you come over here, when you come here, this all this is guarded. Draw. Check. Check. You cannot go down. And k3 check. You cannot go to c4. You go here. You cannot go c4. You have to go here. Check. Draw. The whole point is this sort of things helps you. Maybe I can show you two practical games. Once actually I lost a game, but I won the tournament. 1980 at Bangalore, you know, my improvement was only by playing. My improvement was by only playing in those days. So there was no teacher, no books. So in a position, something, I guess my king was somewhere here, and my pawn was seventh rank, and my rook was here. Black rook is somewhere here, and I had a knight pawn and king or king here. So I thought it is winning. Two pawn, but there is no win. Now pawn is on the rook file or knight file. There is no win. Only on the bishop file it will win. The rook is paralyzed. My opponent was established and well-known endgame master, international master Raja Ravi Sekhar. So I thought it is winning position. But it is a draw. No win. Even if you make progress, the king comes all the way to h5, pawn on g5, it is a draw. If it is pawn on bishop file, it is winning. Rook pawn. For example, I improve the position. Let's say the king is over here. The pawn here. This does not win. You cannot win. You cannot drive. He will just come here. But if it is a bishop pawn, even without the help of king, you win. Suppose if it is a bishop pawn, let us say the king is here and the pawn is here. Now white to play. White wins even without help of king. You just keep pushing. You will wait. You keep pushing. You will come. You give check. You cannot take. Now on this pawn queens, pawn push, and if you come, the rook is coming here. So I learned by in a painful way. Some positions, trial and error and take. But nowadays you have books, material, data, everything. So this is another interesting game. I'll show you. Let me show you. Have I completed the end games? I think I did. Oh yeah, I did it. Then I'll show you one interesting game. End game. There is. Yeah. तुम कासिम दिनो ये नहीं है ये नहीं है ये नहीं है इधर है 1 second. Straight go to the position, leaving the. You see, here computer recommends, knight e5. Even computer recommended this, which is not a good move. Here the correct move is knight f4. This is the right move and it is very easy. But anyway, even computer is not good in endgame. After knight e5, rook. Now white is threatening a mating net. White wants to put a mating net. Something like, if once it's clear, the pawn push and then knight g6 and mating net. White is preparing. But you have to see the counter attack. Rook check, knight check is coming. So he makes room first. Check. And now got counter play. So this ending is winning. This ending is winning. Now rook behind. The rook is paralyzed. However, this is a pass pawn is there. He will trade. Black wants to trade one of the pawn and then try to draw. Now, if these two pawns are exchanged, it is a draw. अगर ये दो pawn exchange हो गया, ये draw हो जाएगा. White played Parimorjan Negi played really good here. What else? There is nothing better. Even here, you see, I will tell you, a player can mishandle the position and draw. Even now. Now, this is King e4. I will tell you the trap. Now here you can see Negi. This was commented by Negi. I think Parimorjan Negi gives comment. Now he says this is the correct move. Best move for blacks for resistance. For example, now if you play rook a1, rook d8 is winning. If you play rook a1 now, if you play rook a1, where is this? Rook a1, then rook d8 wins. Why king pawn endgame? Rook into rook check, king pawn endgame will win the game. So you cannot go to rook a1. So he played the correct move, rook c3 check. Now the point is, this is interesting. Now if you play rook a1, king, check, 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 running out of check. No more check. No more check. Okay. So this is just playing for a trap. So king c5, so rook a6, kb5. I think here Kasim made a mistake. I think here he played rook a1, which is supposed to be a blunder and lost the game. So after the correct move, I think here instead of this one, I think here maybe this is still tough. The reason is you cannot hide. Reason is why he is watching the pawn. So when you give a check, suppose you come here, suppose you come here. Now I give a check. You come here, I give a check. You come here, I give a check. And you come here, I give a check. You cannot hide. My game with Ravi Sekhar will come. That means this is a draw. That means rook check. It is a draw. You cannot hide. On this rook check will come. So it was time trouble also. It could be time trouble also. And this move lost the game. Now we got kb6 and now the king will hide. Now the pawn is not attacked. So the king will come here and then hide. Winning the game. Olympiad. It was a very prestigious game in the Tromso Olympiad where India got the bronze medal. India got the bronze medal. First time a team medal in Olympiad for India. I had seen all the one which you showed. Yes, yes. I have done this Nazarite Dili problems at Bodak Dev. So you must have remember and seen, no problem. Here Panchal, कुछ बताओ ना प्लीज क्या बोलते हैं टाल के गेम से I will discuss Tal's game later. Good morning, Suresh bhai. Okay. Now let me take you to some strategic themes, games. Few strategic games and some attacking games by grandmasters. Black is Alekhine. This is the strongest move. For example, now if you play e3, e5 is coming. Possible. E5 is possible. So stopping e5 is the best move. Or e4 is a sharp line, but sharp line means chances for both sides. So this is definitely plus for white. Not a good move, but it was 1936, some 80 years back. So there is a threat. Bishop f7 check or direct knight e5. White is threatening knight e5 or direct check. Objectively, white has got a better game. But I will tell you, getting a good position does not win the game. You have to play well. Alekhine said that if somebody wants to beat me, Alekhine told, he has to beat me 3 times. He has to beat me in the opening, he has to beat me in the middle game, and he has to beat me in the end game. So here, the opening turned out good for white because you see master games and you say white position is better, superior in the opening. All this is also known to theory. Correct move. White has not made a single mistake. I think this is अपना कलर दिखा दिया उसने. अभी तक ठीक चल रहा था. So this is first bad move, waste of time. दोनों नाइट पीछे क्यों जाना है मुझे समझा नहीं. So black works on center. What else you will do? What else? If pawn takes pawn, then knight into e5 with nd3 is coming. So it turned out badly. Now black has the initiative. Black has the initiative. So now black, the table has turned and black works nice way to win the game. Okay, what is strong point of black? The opponent's weak point is a strong point. Now the king is bad. The backward pawn. The pawn is controlling the square. So he wants to bring the queen to king side and the knight can come any moment. This is one of the plan that queen has to come somewhere to that line. And also the rook is ready to come. Apart from that, the rook also can join here. Rook also can join. So he has gotten and built an attacking setup. The bishop is a spectator now. Very well played. Excellent regrouping. Now, dummy, this has become worse. So it is not a good idea. He will get the file. Rook a6, rook double. So should not avoid that exchange. The plan is to play now the knight coming there and queen coming with attack. Now it is your judgment. White is looking for some counter action on the c6 point. So he is preparing to bring the knight. And also any moment you bring the rook, a pawn is lost. This is the thing. But the pieces are miserable. I will tell you, it is a player should evaluate the game, the center, that activity of pieces. In this variation, the rook is not working, the knight is not working. Not in the game, the bishop is not working. Compared to that, he has got active pieces, and the pawn is also doing a lovely job. So virtually, this position is winning. In those days, not many books were written, so the players were unable to read the mind of masters. The simple threat is queen h5. Now run. He wants to run now so that the king will come and get a shelter. So I want you to find out how you can win this game. The plan. Knight on e1 is very active. You are just joking. Eh? Joking. Knight on e1 is that time. It is bad. So what are you going to do now? We shared gold with Russia this year, but I am talking of 2014 where India got bronze against in the Olympiad Tromso. There's some kind of luck also. Queen h5, you cannot win queen h5. On queen h5, you will run now. You may get a pawn. So you need to bring more forces. आपको अब ये आएगा ना वो भाग जाएगा तो आपको ज्यादा से ज्यादा एक pawn मिलेगा. So you bring more forces. Now he wins a pawn. What is the use of the pawn when it is all over here? Lost. Now there is nothing. Now he wants to pressurize and play pawn push. So knight into pawn. So he gives Discover check is threatened. So only how to win the game further. Please find out. You have to have a good eye on combination. It's very important. A player should be good in opening. A player should be good in planning, execution, tactics, attack, everything. कैसे जीतोगे अभी? So Alekhine just winded up with queen check. So you have to come here, then rook f2 and winning the game. Winning the game. Or you can exchange the queen. You can exchange the queen and then he will exchange down. Take, take. Now you will exchange down. Take, take, then rook f2 check. Then you will lose the exchange and both the pawns. So comes here and this is finished. It is getting mated only. Knight into e3 mate will come. So you have to have a good eye on betting pattern. You have to play good in all department of the game. आपको ओपनिंग अच्छा खेलना चाहिए, which is not difficult. Even if you do not know the opening, you can make logical good moves. कम से कम 10-12 मूव आपको आना चाहिए. You may not be a great expert of knowing all the variations, but you can reasonable moves you can find. Then you have to make assessment and make a plan. You have to play the correct move demanding of the position, the demand of the position. Then your end game skills should be good. I want to go so Alekhine few games, John or okay. All right. The position white is marginally better. Very small advantage. So naturally you have to defend the e4 pawn and I don't want an exchange. I can defend rook e1. I don't want simplification. So preserving the bishop. What else? You want to develop the knight. You want to develop the knight. Okay. So c4. The idea knight c3 and white has a clear cuts better superior position. Okay. Welcome Adi Jain. Now why not kc3? It is the net came slow. Maybe I will go back. Now the point is here c4 preparing for nc3. nc3. Now a bad move. We need to spot a bad move. आपको continuous improvement चाहिए. Improvement in the pawn structure, improvement in piece position, and if opponent makes a bad move, we can exploit that position. ND7 is not a correct move. White gets a triple advantage now. What is the triple means? You know, very small advantage. Double bishop, backward pawn, isolated pawn, open file, outpost. You get something. So, because of this, white now exploited by playing h3. अगर knight नहीं होता, suppose you castle. Now h3 is not a great move. I can go back and play. I can even go here. But now knight d7. अरे castle में overwrite कर दिया. That is a tragedy. That is a tragedy. So here now bad move. Now h3. You surrender the knight bishop. Now I will a bishop pair with a good position. The queen will develop. White will have a lead in development and bishop pair in open position. Bishop pair in open position is a triple advantage. तो ये मार देना चाहिए. अभी ब्लैक को ये मारना चाहिए. Donor say no double bishop. Okay, then what about Taras formula? Taras formula आ जाएगा. आ गया. Sacrifice नहीं चलता है. Sacrifice नहीं चलेगा. मार मार के queen d3 knight d2 आ जाएगा. So this has become a Taras formula. वो नाम के लिए बोर्ड पे है, कुछ काम का चीज नहीं है. वो पैरालाइज हो गया, उसका हाथ पैर गया है? हाथ पैर गया. There is no activity. Taras formula. I told you Taras formula. One piece is badly placed, whole game is bad. Now he is playing without a piece. अभी क्या है? अभी आपको दो रुक लाना है. I want the rooks coming here and start storming and attack. रुक आएगा, दूसरा रुक आएगा, अटैक आ जाएगा. क्रैम्प बैड, नो काउंटर प्ले. अभी आई हैव टू ब्रिंग. मैं अभी नाइट को लाएगा, इधर बिठाएगा कैप्टन पे, बिठा दिया. अभी व्हाइट ब्लैक इज जस्ट वाचिंग. इट इज जस्ट वाचिंग. It is like very strong football team playing with a weak team, waiting for the goals to come. Some watch I saw 13 goals. 13 goals were there. So this is just one-sided. Now left with a bad piece, and all these are gone. Backward pawn और ये h5 है. This is just a hopeless position. अभी किंग को यहाँ खिसक जाएगा. Then it is just one-sided. You have many plans. You can play on queen side also. I want to go to knight g4. Bishop मार दो. Actually, you can take it, but at right time. I want to give it at right time. h5 again. Queen h1 is coming. Please note the very careful way he is organizing. Reminding him, queen side is weak. Yeah. Totally paralyzed, कुछ नहीं कर सकता है. फिर भी मैं आपको दिखाऊंगा कि वो एक्सचेंज दिया. This position is winning. I want you to find a plan. What is the plan now? Hello, Tirtha Saha, Priti Rathi. Yeah, it is a big pawn. There was, the point is, black का सिर्फ एक ही अच्छा पीस है. एक ही अच्छा पीस है. And the king is bad because these pawns are cramping too much. Knight has no scope. Now we will have to concede this at right time and activate our bishop. हमको ये मारना है और ये bishop को activate करना है. This is bad bishop now because our own pawns are blocking. But white is a pawn extra. So at right time we will open up the bishop. Queen check, bishop into knight. Now we need to only open the bishop's line, paralyzing. हो गया का. The idea, now I want to enter any moment. If you move the knight, the bishop will enter. So waiting. This is the point. I want to open up. After you play pawn into pawn, suppose you play pawn into pawn, then this will come with the idea, bishop will enter. Activating the bishop. Maybe one day, one lecture I will give you about pawn breakthrough. Pawn breakthrough is a very important thing in end game, in middle game, even sometime in opening. But mostly in middle game it comes and end game it comes. Pawn breakthrough. तो ये गया खत्म. The white bishop will come to d5, end of the game. Maro, when you take also it doesn't matter. Whatever you do, lost. कुछ नहीं कर सकता है. अभी चेक देगा तो किंग आ जाएगा, तो उसको कंट्रोल करो, नो हरी, नेक्स्ट नो आंसर टू चेक, straight queen down, surrender the queen only, resign. So a very well played game by Alekhine. The whole point is this idea on breakthrough. This is a very great idea. One, and also I like that you have to have an eye. ये जो move खेला ND7 in opening. Now this immediate. Suppose let us say you play mechanical. अभी black का problem खत्म हो गया. अभी black will have no not much problem. Maybe I will play knight here. Now bishop has a room. So you defend now a castle. The position is not easy now. Absolutely no problem for black. So एक छोटा छोटा गलती ये जो है कुछ तो पॉकेट में लाओ. अभी उसको मार के दे देना चाहिए था. बिशप इंटू नाइट एंड लिटिल बेटर गेम फॉर व्हाइट. तो छोटा छोटा गलती. या ओके नेक्स्ट गेम में जाता हूं. आई वांट टू शो मास्टर गेम्स द आइडिया रीडिंग द माइंड ऑफ ग्रैंड मास्टर्स. ये तो गेम दिखाया हुआ फिर भी देख लो. पूरा गेम नहीं दिखाया इसलिए दिखा रहा हूं. ओके दिस पोजीशन व्हाइट हैज गॉट लिटिल स्पेस. अभी क्या है फाइटिंग फॉर ए टेम्पो. अभी बात यह है अभी द होल पॉइंट इज द स्टैंडर्ड मूव इज टू कैसल क्विकली. आई वांट टू कैसल तो द स्टैंडर्ड मूव इज बीडी. बट वो मारेगा ये मारेगा. तो व्हाट हैज हैपेंड द व्हाइट हैज लॉस्ट ए टेम्पो. सो व्हाइट चाहता है ये पोजीशन में डायरेक्ट मारो तो बिशप रूक का गेन हो गया. इंस्टेड ऑफ प्लेइंग बिशप d3 बिशप हियर बिशप विल कम डायरेक्टली एंड यू हैव गेन्ड ए टेम्पो. तो वेटिंग. बोलता है तुम मारो. वो बोलता है मैं नहीं मारता. बोलता अभी तो मारो. नहीं मारता है. अब मारा. अभी तो डेवलप करना पड़ेगा. देयर इज अनदर वेटिंग मूव. यू कैन डू a3. यू कैन आल्सो डू a वेटिंग मूव a3 h3. दीज आर द वेटिंग मूव्स. बट उसने बोला अभी इनफ. मारा. Now in night it is actually an idea that time Alekhine started because mechanical exchanges will make a easy game for black. Queen into will come and not so dangerous. So Alekhine started. So you take, I will get a tempo. So he comes. You take a tempo is coming. Then h4 will come, h5 will come. So here white is better because white has successfully weakened the pawn structure of black. अभी ये बिशप का स्कोप बैड हो गया बिकॉज ऑफ द पॉन्स. और ये बैकवर्ड पॉन हो गया. दैट इज एंड दिस व्हाइट हैज गॉट गुड सेंटर. गुड सेंटर. व्हाइट इज ऑलरेडी लिटिल बेटर. टू कंपेयर द सुपीरियर बिशप बैड बिशप सुपीरियर पॉन स्ट्रक्चर. अनदर बैड. I will tell you these are called cardinal sin in chess. Cardinal sins. Cardinal means unforgivable. Unforgivable. ये सब इतना बैड मूव है. पुराना जमाना में तो स्कूल में टीचर केन से मारते थे. आजकल तो सब बंद हो गया. पुराना जमाना में मीन्स इन माय टाइम स्कूल में कुछ गलती किया तो केन में तो ये इसको केन से मारना चाहिए. हाउ कैन यू मेक सच अ हॉरिबल ब्लंडर. द पोजीशन इज बैड बट आफ्टर दिस ही विल नॉट सर्वाइव नो मैटर हाउ ग्रेट प्लेयर. सो अभी फाइल भी है स्क्वायर भी है आउटपोस्ट भी है फाइल भी है. ये बैड बिशप है. इट इज सो मेनी बैड पॉइंट्स. कैसल. this is ridiculous. He's forcing him. The end game will be useless. After you take file भी है square भी है. The what I will go to a certain point. Now rook. Now knight. Why knight move? You have to have a plan. So the plan is to play pawn push. Now this push will come and the king will come gradually. और आ जाएगा इधर. So all pieces will function. You are free to exchange. You are free to exchange two rooks, but it will losing the game. So pros, maybe this was a more better move, not allowing some g5 move. But now this is, you have seen the game in puzzle. You have seen all these things in puzzle book. This you have seen. The whole point is this making bad moves. A player should not. You should think at this point. At this point, you cannot do. You cannot do some this bad moves. Horrible. I should give this move a double question mark. Positionally so bad, creating so many weaknesses at same time. Okay. You can ask a doubt. Let me show the games, Birabhadra. The last you will ask. I will. You can ask me at the end. Yeah, Alec Khan को tempo बहुत पसंद था because basically he was an attacking player, genius, attacking genius. And Kasparov made Alec Khan his idol. He wanted to play like Alec Khan. So he worked all the games of Alec Khan thoroughly and became a great player, no doubt. Alekhine was great. Karras was great. Suppose you study Karras games, Alekhine game, you will become an attacking player. You study Smyslov, Karpov, on Avarbag, you will become a positional player. हमारा स्कूल के टाइम का स्टोरी इंटरेस्टिंग हमारा स्कूल के टाइम में रिसेस होता था. देयर वाज अ रिसेस ऑफ 15 मिनट्स. तो रिसेस में खेल कूद होता था. तो मैं और मेरा दोस्त स्कूल का एक झाड़ पे चढ़ के खेल झूल रहे थे. वो ब्रांच टूट गया. देन देयर वाज अ कंप्लेंट. नाउ वी बोथ वर सिटिंग, two friends. The who broke the branch? Then my friend argued. The teacher showed him, show your hand. So he gave, sorry, he just hold that cane. The teacher gave him a solid blow, but the boy was strong. He hold. If the teacher cannot pull, now the boy is stronger physically than the teacher. The teacher is old. He cannot pull. That is interesting stories. I will tell you some story later on because this is a class. Okay. Yeah, इसको दो डाला. Now next game, Alekhine, Abarbak. Okay, this is correct move. E5 is a blunder. E5 is a blunder because pawn into, queen into, and then bishop into, and knight d5 में अब ये attack है, ये attack. So in Auerbach variation, this is called the Auerbach system. Bishop g5 is called Auerbach. Auerbach. You can't play e5. So c5. This is the correct reaction. d5. Now this is bad. You know, it was just coming up in those days. So he must develop the knight. Now the correct move is to bring the knight here to c7 and prepare for the break. This is one plan, and you can also open up the position like this and take some counter activity. You need to get some counter play on the E line, like a Benoni, knight going to c7, play 6 b5, or you play e6, take rook e8, queen. You can come queen a5. There are many plans. Queen a5, but very bad. नॉट ओनली ही इज बिहाइंड इन डेवलपमेंट, अभी वो स्क्वायर भी गया, ये नाइट का जगह नहीं ले गया, और एक मूव वेस्ट हो गया. ऐसा नहीं है कि आप पीछे जा सकता है, ये आएगा तो और खराब है. सो सच मूव्स आर टेरिबल मूव्स. यू हैव क्वीन ए5 हियर. You have queen a5 is a reasonable move, giving a threat. So e6 is also playable, which is not good but playable. And knight s6, knight c7 playable, but very bad. Now A6 का मतलब क्या रहा? It is too late. Now, excellently played by Auerbach. Now the rook is ready. Rook is ready to join the attack also. And the whole point is, black is, you have to see the threat. Black is preparing this because the rook is unprotected. तो अभी कहाँ, अभी क्वीन मूव वेस्ट हो गया. It is waste of time. कोई काउंटर प्ले नहीं, कुछ नहीं. Horrible knight misplaced. The queen is bad. Everything is bad. Now if you come to double attack, ये queen, ये this is horrible. ये queen trap हो जाएगा बाद में. Queen trap हो जाएगा. Knight into bishop into queen trap हो जाएगा. So you have no time to go for the material. So ये आया bishop. Well played. Knight पे double attack. Knight has to go. And now white has got a big initiative. White has got 5 pieces in the attack. This is a terrible position. Of course, I am just showing you a game that everything has to linked. Opening to middle game, the strategy is linked. If you make some unnecessary move, queen a5, pawn a6, all this thing is not good. In some variation of Ninja Indian, maybe today only I will show. Today only I will show some variation that where a piece is horribly misplaced, queen and knight and all. Similar situation. White has ready-made attack. अभी it is too late. He is trying to regroup, but that position अभी knight को कहाँ जाए? Now knight has to come back again. This is bad. It will turn out bad. तो इसको लेकर ऐसा जाएगा, कुछ मीनिंग नहीं. अभी ये आ रहा है. So रेडीमेड ये जो है ये आ रहा है. खत्म. I mean the position, white has not won. Black has lost the game voluntarily. I would say now this is just child display. अब शाक मारेगा और जीतेगा कोई भी यहाँ का बच्चा भी मारेगा इधर. सो मिस्टेक इज ओपनिंग में ये सब गलती नहीं करना है. ये जो है व्हाट इज दिस A6, ये लेमन है. दिस इज अ लेमन. या बच्चे को बहुत मजा आता है. किसी का धुलाई होता है ना, बच्चे को बहुत मजा आता है. कोई गिर गया तो सब लोग हंसते हैं, कोई उठाता नहीं. किसी को उसने ग्रैंड मास्टर ने बुरी तरह पीटेगा ना तो उनको बहुत मजा आता है. अभी I will take you to the position, straightforward to the position. Okay, the position, white has got a clear superior game because the power of the pieces. अभी इसका धार देखो, इसका धार देखो. हैं? सॉरी ये गलत लगा इसका धार देखो इधर. और ये नाइट और क्वीन सब कुछ है, सब कुछ यहाँ है. अभी अटैक करना है. सो फर्स्ट टू डिफेंड द. तो मारा, कोई बात नहीं, आया. I want you to find out how to finish this game. मुझे आपको अभी अभी पोजीशन में, आई गिव यू 2-3 मिनट. ऐसा नहीं इंस्टेंटली बोलो, आप 2 मिनट लेके बोलो हाउ टू फिनिश दिस गेम. मस्त मारा है. कौन? ब्रैक्जाल, लाजलो ब्रैक्जा फ्रॉम हंगेरी. व्हाइट ब्लैक इज ब्रिटिश इंटरनेशनल मास्टर हैरी गलम्बेक. वेरी गुड राथर हैरी गलम्बेक. आई लाइक उनका जो तो बुक है मुझे बहुत पसंद आया. टीचिंग द बिगिनर्स, ब्यूटीफुल बुक, गेम ऑफ चेस. वन ऑफ द बेस्ट बुक टू लर्न फॉर द बिगिनर्स, गेम ऑफ चेस बाय हैरी गलम्बेक. चलो ये मुझे बताओ, व्हाइट टू प्ले कॉम्बिनेशन. आई विल बी राइट बैक. प्लीज वर्कआउट 2-3 मिनट देता हूं. Today I will show you a Scotch game also. वो नाइट पोजीशन में दिखाऊंगा आज वीरभद्र. मैंने कल कल में एनालिसिस किया. देयर वाज सम प्रॉब्लम बट आई विल शो यू दैट दोस नाइट एंड गेम्स. इसके बाद दिखाता हूं. पहले ये तो करो हाउ वाइट टू प्ले एंड विन. I will show that night end game. I analyzed. So where how white is winning here? White कैसे जीतेगा अभी? A3. No, 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 no A3. We have not this game king side में finish हो रहा है. So Braxa beat him very good. So here not A3 but Queen D4. Mid threat है. ये नहीं खेल सकता है. नाइट मर जाएगा. तो आपको मजबूर ऑन F6 अगली मूव करना पड़ेगा. दिस इज द पॉइंट. यू वीकेंड द किंग साइड व्हेन देयर इज एन अपॉर्चुनिटी. किंग को कैसल को वीक करो. वीक. अभी हो गया काम. अपना काम बन गया. बन गया. अभी मारो तो नाइट चेक आए. क्वीन चेक आए. आओ खत्म. द गेम इज प्रैक्टिकल. मेटिंग अटैक चालू है अभी. अभी भी मेटिंग अटैक चल रहा है. आई कैन प्ले मूव लाइक नाइट हियर. तो check, check, and now another combination. The final blow लगाओ. Winner's shot. So this is finished. Knight G5. End of the game. In 3 moves finish. मारना पड़ेगा. I don't think any defense can come to H7. मारना पड़ेगा. Queen check. Resigns. Because if he will come here, दो move का checkmate. If he comes here, bishop A3 checkmate. Bishop A3 is leading to mate. He cannot return. He cannot come. And when queen king here, ये काफी है. ये काफी है. So the whole point is the reason I chose this. आपको किंग का कैसल को पूरा वीक कर देना है. Only move. Other moves will lead to horrible positions. Suppose you play bishop here, then knight g5 आएगा, एक के बाद एक. So bishop cannot move, ng5 will खत्म हो जाएगा. अब ये f6 करेगा, तो bishop check, queen check and take. Now check, check, ng5 over. Hello Ramakrishna, welcome back. So चलो आई विल शो यू दैट नाइट एंड गेम. नाइट एंड गेम में दिखाऊंगा. दो में दिखाएगा. कहाँ रखा था? वेयर डिड आई कीप दैट? वेट अ मिनट. मैं इधर रखा है आई थिंक. आई गेस सो. See, this position, it is easy win. First, before going to that position, I have to show you this. Because the pawns are advanced. Fifth, sixth, seventh, easy win. Fourth, fifth, sixth, there are some problems. Winning. What else? Suppose you play ng4 check, then king, and now pawn push wins. Idea, queen, and king pawn end. So ng4 check नहीं आता है. So you play kg7, pawn check wins. Idea, king pawn end game. So only move here, you have to give knight. But then this, winning. Only move. Again back, winning the game. The Kush cannot do anything now. Now pawn check, queen हो रहा है. That means when the position it is here, this is easy win. Let us go to the position where the pawn is fourth, fifth, sixth. The pawn is on the fourth, fifth, sixth. This position. There cannot be. If you play king here, there is nothing. He will just. So your only alternative, you have to enter to g4. Then only you can win. Then only you can give a threat. So here king. Now I will discuss the move, other move king. So here, suppose you go king f7, kg4, and you go king. Now king here is winning. Or you go kd6. Now here nd6 also wins. Idea pawn check, no stopping. It is an easy win. So if you go king h7, king g4 is an easy win. Okay. So king f7. Any doubt here? Any doubt? King h7. I come. What are you going to do? Now this is bad. If you go back, pawn h7 will come. Pawn h7 will come. एक पीस चला जाएगा. So here simply I am attacking. आप यहाँ जाओगे तो king आ गया. इसको रोकेगा कौन? Or you give knight check, also I enter. So king h7 is easy win. So here you have to go king f7. Now king g6 already I told you, pawn h7. So the only move. And now pawn push. This should win the game. Then I will have 5th, 6th, 7th. Next game, after that pawn will come. Then I will have 5th, 6th, 7th pawn. So the main problem I faced here in this position. No. Actually the position here I found out. Bye. So here the main problem is here. nd6 loses. Here what are you doing here? You are playing nd6 king. Now nf5 loses to h7. But the main problem is this. This I think what is happening here. What is happening here? Is this the one you are asking, Birabhadra? Is this the move you are asking? Knight f5 loses here. Now knight f5 loses. Okay. So ne4 is the one. Ne4 here. I mean, I found out this is mistake. So maybe I wait one move. This is the one I have to analyze. I didn't. I was tired. So I will see this. This position is not easy. I have to find a plan for this. I have to find a plan. Okay. I will check that. I will check this diagram later. Otherwise, it is easily winning. It is easily winning. So here, this is easy win. And I reach the 5 6 7 wins, and king h7 loses. Easy win. And d6 loses. Now this is lost. So I have to see this diagram. Knight here I have to check. Okay. Hello Rishabh. So let's go to more strategic themes. I will see that out later. Virabhadra at the end. Keras and Planinek. Karokan, I like black easily equalize. Karokan is, Karokan, it is very good. I like Karokan. Very strange. In my entire career, I had a fantastic result with playing black with Karokan. Lost maybe only 1 or 2 games. That's all. And that too against strong opposition. So I had a fantastic result with Karokan. But the point is, white always enjoys space. So if white wants to draw, it is very difficult for black. Suppose black player is a weak player, then he will make a lot of loose moves, pawn moves, squares, weaknesses. He will try for rash attack. So that is bad. But if black player is strong or a reasonable player, he will not make weaknesses. And the space becomes the main headache for black. Main headache for black. So Karokan is good because no pawn weakness and no positional weakness. It is a solid position, but cramped. So white enjoys space and long time he will maneuver. Okay, coming to the game. Bogul जुओ Capablanca. मस्त मारा उसको. Capablanca was a genius. Capablanca, Murphy, Alekhine. These players, if they were today, with the help of Tata, they would have done wonder for thunder. Simple opening. What Capablanca is doing? Nothing. He just wants to castle. आगे देख लेगा. Castle. कुछ नहीं किया है. I think is the first bad move. Actually, at this moment, the Cole here A3 is the standard plan, stopping NB4, stopping the bishop move. A3, white stands plus equal. You can give the position as plus equal. White has a bad redundant knight. White has a redundant knight. That's all. But A3 is the correct move. Modern players, they will not allow such moves or bishop. So Capablanca immediately exploited it. And now bishop. Black is already little better. ब्लैक स्क्वायर में एक तो मेरे पास रेडीमेड प्लान है. तो नाइट एक्सचेंज करो, बिशप डी7 आओ, रुक फाइल ले लो. Systematically, standard way is playing. Exchange the bad bishop, good bishop. Now double on the file. He is playing very logically. Next move, knight d6. Excellent. Ati sundar. Suddenly, he has got 4 control on c4. Minority attack आएगा. When 2 pawns attack 4 pawns, this is called minority. Majority means you create a pass pawn. Now here minority attack is coming. So, now the queen comes back. Queen is doing nothing, comes back. ले लिया. Okay. Okay. What to do now? Now black has won a pawn and got better position. So I will come to the point. So the rook is imprisoned now. Now rook is imprisoned and he will take the file. Now he will seize the file. How black should continue now? Yes, every world champion except Fischer. Fischer disdained Karukan because he thought that playing for a draw against his principle. So he did not like. Yes, this game, Capablanca, so famous game. The whole point is Capablanca crushed here. Knight, knight into pawn. Beautiful move. Pawn, rook into knight. This is the theory, the X-ray. This X-ray. So rook into knight. Pawn into means I will take queen check and pick up the rook. So he just outplayed it. Lost. X-ray attack. Now, in my earlier lecture, I have given you that this is called the Steinitz defense, Royal Lopez. So I recommended you to play bishop takes knight. If you go back to the lectures on my or back, you will find d4. White stands better. Now, if you play f6, now NC3 bishop and castle. You can play bishop e3. I showed you. I think recommended you bishop e3. I recommended you bishop e3. Even this is good also. Even this is good because if you come here, I will play b3. White stands clearly better. A superior pawn structure. So this is good. Even this is also good. But in the game, Boleslavsky had a different idea. C4. No, no writing. That is terrible. Terrible. No. C4. C4. It's also interesting idea. Now bishop into knight into, and now the whole point is if you can get manage to play, white will have a clear superior game. Clear superior. If you do not do, next move c5 will come. Black will put up a lot of resistance. If you make a mechanical development like bishop e3, bishop f4, then c5 will come, and it is a tough time. So now bishop, the position it is already like a lost position. Believe me, it is like a lost position. Why? Because black has no counter play. It is only white's play all the way. There is no kingside attack for black. There is no queenside action. The bad pawn structure and the center, everything, it is virtually lost position. You cannot take pawn into. Welcome. Welcome to the end game. You take forced all these things. I get the pawn. White troops are centralized, and it is like a hopeless position. I would say no counter. एक threat नहीं दिया है. Throughout the game, Black was unable to give a threat. Black was a very strong grandmaster. Very strong grandmaster. Excellent. He's the first endgame book, best end. Basic chess endgame was the first endgame monogram जो डिटेल लिखा endgame के बारे में. Win fine. He was good in also attack, good in middle game. I will tell you a story of Rubin Fine. I will tell you a story of Rubin Fine. अभी एंड गेम में मार दो रूक एंटर. Anybody, modern player, they will not think. Rook on 7th rank. Maro, 7th rank. Then capture the file. Then exchange a rook. वो कुछ है ही नहीं. It is like a routine. Exchange one rook, then second rook, then bring the king. Once the rooks are exchanged, the pawns will fall. Second rook. force move. Now win the king. हो गया अभी एक एक करके सब पहुंच जाएगा. अभी ये खेल देना चाहिए था, इनको ये मूव कर देना चाहिए था. एनीवे, बिकॉज अभी नाइट अभी आएगा किंग, किंग एंड विनिंग, एक पॉइंट डाउन. अभी इधर भी एंट्री है, अभी इधर ऑल्सो द एंट्री इज देयर, देयर इज एंट्री हियर ऑल्सो, और ये भी पास पॉइंट. So these are all very bad. I mean, positionally, no counter attack. Where is the mistake they are doing? The position. This is not a bad move. This is not a bad move. Here, this is not a good move. So here you have to play c5. Of course, white is better, but it is not that it is winning. Okay, this is how you should have played it. But one careless move, हो गया काम तमाम. I will tell you the story of Rubin Fine. Actually, 1937, I think, 37, 38 somewhere, this Alekhine lost match to you. Alekhine, he was a superior player than Grandmaster you. But Alekhine was heavily to drinking alcohol. So, he was so badly addicted, he started playing very badly. इतना वो addiction हो गया कि it was told that he urinated in the tournament hall. इतना out of control चला गया. He could not walk. He could not walk. So he lost the match to Maxwell. But Alekhine was very angry that how can a weaker player beat me? And Capablanca was already wide. He knew that he was the strongest at that time. Alekhine never allowed a return match to him. So both Capablanca and Alekhine, they were angry. And a tournament was arranged where Max Siu was there, and Alekhine, Capablanca, Rubin Fine, all Russell, all the great players were invited. Now, in the tournament, in the tournament hall, Rubin Fine was playing with Max Siu. Then Alekhine, Capablanca strolling in the hall. They were coming and whispering moves in the ear of Rubin Fine. The correct moves, winning moves, good move, winning moves. Openly, they were whispering in the tournament hall, but arbiter could not do. Say, what is this? Arbiter says that two world champions, Alekhine and Capablanca, two great legends. So arbiter had no voice. He kept quiet. Max Yu was a gentleman. They were openly telling the moves. This is ridiculous. How can you? How it is possible? Now in one game, Judith Polgar and Kasparov. Kasparov, he left the knight and then again he moved it. Judith Polgar complained that arbiter kept quiet. Then the interview, the press people asked, "Did you leave the knight?" Then Kasparov said, "Maybe for 1/4 of a second, not for 1 second. Maybe for 1/4 of a second." What is the answer? His answer is maybe, and that too not maybe 1/4 of a second. What is this? So great players also. So this is absolutely ridiculous. Rubin Fine was telling the story. He has written on his book. Let's go to Botvinnik versus Tekov. No, it is not Mikhail Tal. What you are, Dibya, you are telling the stories of Laskar. Dibya, you are telling the story of Laskar because Laskar's opponent was complained that he's smoking cigar. Arbiter said, "Sir, don't do that. Your opponent is not happy. Stop smoking." So Laskar said, "Okay." Then after some time, Laskar again brought the cigar out. Then again he started arbiter. He said, "Where did I lit? I am only holding the cigar. मैंने जलाया, मैंने light जलाया क्या? I am only threatening. I am only threatening to do. I am not doing it smoking." So the threat is stronger than the execution. The threat is stronger. तो लश्कर बोला मैं कहाँ जलाया हैं? मैं तो हाथ में पकड़ा हुआ है. I am only threatening to smoke. I am not smoking. So that was story of Immanuel Laskar. Okay. Cheating, all these things goes on, all this. Okay. So coming to this game, Botu is white. Our favorite analytical grandmaster Botu. So black is playing a weak move. Here, NC6 is correct. NC6 is correct. Okay. This is the correct move. H6 is correct move. It is not the best way to play. Okay. The idea is to play bishop and knight and e5. I don't think it is a criticism. I don't think this is that bad. This is okay. So white is better. And now white finds a plan. So you can see white has got a superior minor piece and it demonstrates a nice plan here. Now, overprotecting the center and outpost. This is the outpost you will use. This is the outpost you will use for the rook, for the bishop. And now we will seize the file. White has superior minor piece and good open line and better center. Outpost. The position is plus. When you get an advantage, then the game comes in your control. Now I will tell you, a player already the position is lost. The player should try first. The correct way is to dislodge that. You should you should move that. You maybe pawn g6, kg7. This is giving more resistance. Pawn here, then king coming to g7. Probably is the best resistance possible. But not mechanically. This will give a blockade. You do this, it is a bad idea. Then knight will come and knight will be blocking. All advantage will go. Next, I will bring the knight, replace the knight on d6. So again the correct idea. Seventh rank. Okay, you can also you can play, but then you will get counter play. You notice. Now if you play mechanically, then e4 with counter play will come. So you have to correctly execute when carefully. Bishop move so that I can move the queen and then enter. You cannot play this if you play f6. White squares are terrible square. So unfortunately, he has to play passive move. Okay. Now the point is, white has got a nearly winning position. No problem. In winning position, combinations comes like baby smile. छोटा बच्चा आसान से हंसता है. तुम कुछ भी मत करो, ऐसे हंसते रहता है. So easy for the child to smile. So combinations come very easy like a baby smile in a superior position. That is what Fisher said. It is lost. This is completely lost now because now the position, the material factor is equal, but rook on seventh rank. And I like the way he did not take the pawn. Now, if you take something, some counter attack will come. So he is improving the position, continuous improvement. Idea bishop coming into f7. ये pawn कहाँ भाग रहा है? Forced. Now again he is not in a hurry to take the pawn. So हो गया. Now the pawns are paralyzed. Now 4-3 majority or a king. White is playing with three pieces and this is coming on the way. This is coming on now. कुछ नहीं कर सकता है. Lost. So lesson to be learned that he made the move and did not hurry to win material, giving counter attack. That means when you have an advantage, do not allow any kind of counter play. Alekhine said, never allow your opponent to recover. Once he is down, he is out. Don't allow him to gather with counter play. White is playing with three pieces and already ready-made plan. F5 E6 is coming. Finish. कुछ नहीं कर सकता है. King. हो गया काम. So very nicely handled game by Botu. Can you give a reporter for white in D4? I have already given Ramakrishna. I have already given reporter for white and black in my earlier lectures. So how to handle against King's Indian, how to handle against Ninjo Indian, I have already given. Maybe Slav I did not cover. One thing I have not covered, how to play against Slav and semi-Slav. That is what I will do sometime. Samdani and Samdani, brothers and sisters, welcome. Arnold Denker. Okay, he plays for a very solid line. Okay, so this here, this is not very ambitious line, not ambitious line. No, I already told you how to play against this setup. I recommended that you can play a6 here. This is the one I recommended. A6 b5, a6, then e3, then you can play e6. Now next move you play b5, queen b6, bd6, etc. I recommended you this setup few days back. So here also there is another way also you can play. You can also play here e6. Here you can also play e6, e6, e3. Now here you can also play the Beliavsky's plan, some nd7, b7, some bishop g5, castle. Now queen a5. You can play this Beliavsky's plan also. This is also possible. Compensation for the pawn. But the safest course is to play here a6. A6 is a very easy line nowadays. The other plan is to play Botvinnik plan, e6 and bb4. Botvinnik showed also that black can equalize with e6 and bb4. But I recommend this. Okay, so it's a Purana game. Let us have a look. This is plus. What is the advantage of white? This is a miserably placed queen. ये दो पीस कुछ काम का नहीं है. Most important piece of the board, queen, कहाँ रखा है? प्राइम मिनिस्टर प्रेसिडेंट कहाँ रहते हैं? बड़ा बड़ा प्रसाद में रहते हैं. मोदी और कौन? रामनाथ कोविंद. गोविंद कहाँ रहते हैं? ये कहाँ रखा है इसको? ब्यूटिफुली प्लेड. अभी ये सट आउट हो गया. ये सट हो गया कंप्लीटली. भाई कुछ करो, क्वीन ट्रैप हो रहा है. अभी एक पीस तो गया. अभी क्वीन को बचाने के लिए उसको एक पीस को शहीद होना पड़ेगा. ब्लैक का एक पीस गया. ओनली ना ओनली मूव. अभी क्या करेगा? अभी ये मारेगा बोलता है. आप ये मारो, वो मारेगा. तो आ गया. अभी नहीं मार सकता है. फॉर्क में क्वीन जाएगा. क्वीन पे अटैक. अभी क्वीन देके क्या चलेगा? द होल पॉइंट इज दीज आर सस्पिशियस लाइंस. ये जो है दिस इज इनोसेंट. ही डोंट रियलाइज वेर इज दैट क्वीन एफ5 मूव. ये जो हॉरिबल मूव खेला है, ये जो क्वीन एफ5, इट इज This is a this is horrible. Queen F5. कुछ मीनिंग नहीं है. Next. Okay. This is Botvinnik Keres. He is playing a very solid setup. Botvinnik is going on for a very solid approach, exchange variation and very solid. Minority attack. White has a clear-cut strategic plan. Want to play b4, b5, and then after taking, a weak pawn will come. And he will concentrate there. He will try to concentrate there. It was better to play a5. The reason is now white will start a4, b4, but then after exchange, कम से कम रूक तो एक्टिव होगा. कम से कम रूक तो ओपन लाइन में रहेगा ना. कम से कम ये तो एक्टिव रहेगा. a3, b4 करो. This is what he should have done. Keres maybe. So in the game he played this. Oh, these are strategically. He has realized he did not expect f3. Now center is coming. e4, e5 is terrible for him. So again he back. But now it is lost. It is just too many moves down and only one side at play. No counter attack. आपको किंग साइड में काउंटर चाहिए. यू नीड ब्लैक नीड टू व्हाइट का माइनॉरिटी अटैक को काउंटर अटैक ऑन किंग साइड. अब ये तो गया. दिस इज ऑल गॉन. देयर इज नो काउंटर प्ले एंड टू मेनी मूव्स वेस्टेड. आई वांट टू पुश. तो d4 को प्रोटेक्शन चाहिए. हो गया काम. यू हैव टू गिव देन रूक अच्छा जगह नहीं. प्लस माइनस हो गया काम. It was growing, by analyzing these games. I would like to show you a game of how to play with the black side, going for a king side attack and this exchange variation. Okay, one game I will show. Maybe I don't have now with me. And now the white attack is coming very easily. Double attack. क्या कर सकता है? Double attack तो नहीं है, but it is over. He is now losing material now. कुछ नहीं कर सकता. या तो मेट खाओ या exchange जाओ. Lost. So I will show you the plan. Black should have many different plan in this kind of position. What black should do here? Here I will discuss a game by Boris Spassky later on. Later on. Botvinnik versus Rezersky. What you are saying that game? No, it is not my best game. I will tell you my best game. I will tell you. I had a very good victory against Grandmaster Ramesh. That is probably one of my best game. That is, I had many good games in the 1990 National Challenger. National Challenger 1990. I won the national by round 11. A 15 round tournament, I won by round 11. So played some lot of brilliant games. And 1987 national A also was also very good tournament for me, where I came second next to Anand. But my game with Grandmaster Ramesh was really good. For example, uh, he is a very good player in opening, but he made a mistake, and that was turned out badly. I was white, black here. Grandmaster Ramesh is white. Now e4, e6. I was black. d4, d5, and d2. Here I made a bad move because I knew that my opponent is very thorough in opening area. He is very good in his opening preparation. So I just took him out of the book. Knight e7. The main idea of knight e7. Now I have not committed. Once you play c5, the bishop check comes. Now if you play the bishop anywhere here, the knight will come giving a threat. So this is the main idea, and it is a bad move. I would say this move is a bad move. I played. It is not correct. I should not show bad moves. As a coach, I should not show bad moves to my students. You should not play this move. Bad move. So white played this naturally knight. So I played knight. Waiting the bishop to come, so I will harass. Waiting. Or bishop come, I will harass. Now white played h4. Aggressive move. So h5 has to be played. Now the correct move, actually the correct move is c3. Then it is a bad position. It is a bad position for black. Now, for example, black must counter the center. Other moves are not good. You play bishop e7, g3 will come. And now when you play c5, bishop check will come now. Pawn into pawn, bishop check. So this is the move. c3 is the move gives advantage to white. I would say the position is plus equal. But my opponent played a bad move. He played this move. Bad move. Now, this is an advanced variation. French advance when the knight is supposed to be here, not in this place. So, c5. Now, if you play c3, you will face lot of problems. Queen b3, nc6, there will be problem. So, for example, now I will demonstrate. Knight will. Now, you play knight here. Maybe I should take pawn into pawn first. You're not taking any chance. Not taking pawn into pawn and knight. And when you play knight here, a5 will come. Now, this is nasty. एंड इफ यू प्ले ए4, अब ये चेक गणपत हो जाएगा, एक पॉन गणपत हो जाएगा. अभी दिस हैज टू प्ले, दिस इज अ बैड पोजीशन. यू कैंट प्ले लाइक दिस. एंड इफ यू प्ले आई विल कैप्चर. एंड नाउ ये हैंगिंग है, इसको ये पॉन चला जाए, एक पॉन गया. So e5 is the problem. Now c5 gives trouble. So here on c5 he played knight. ये मेन लाइन है. He played in the game when I played c5, knight b3. So of course c4. The knight has to go back. Black has got a decisive advantage now because space and the center collapsed. f6, good move. This is an excellent move. Now, what else you will do? So, he played some bishop move here. Did he play? No, he played some g3 move so that bishop will come. So, I played here knight and now counter attack. When you take the center pawn, this pawn will fall. So, I took, now took, I took, check. So, this. Now, bishop c5. Tremendous position. Now, this is a vulnerable point. अभी बस क्वीन आएगा, रूक आएगा, फटाफट आएगा अटैक. Now the attack is coming. So he castled, allowing me rook into pawn. This is, I would give this move an exclamation mark. Exclamation mark. You cannot decline. अभी वापस आ जाएगा h5. So took. Now a rook down. But this is simple. The bishop is coming and castle. Then rook will come for attack. The pieces are paralyzed. Now, played this queen check. Now only move. And now after knight on knight, he resigned because it is a mate in 6. No, he played. I think he resigned here only because this is checkmate in 6 moves. Because after this check, bishop here. The idea is to check, 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 checkmate. Now only move, but then this check, this check, mate. Anyway, so he of course he saw, but the whole point is the mistake was black has played a bad move. Here itself he resigned. On this itself he resigned. Knight f3 resigned. The whole point is here. The mistake is this. Okay. Actually, at lesser players, I have got a lot of brilliant games. I was an tactician and basically attack was my only point. But I became a positional player when I went to USA because attack did not work. Beating IMs and GMs, my attack did not work. So I started becoming a positional player slowly. So I think this bad move C3 is the refutation. C3. But after this move, I think this is a bad move already. This itself is a dubious move, a doubtful. You cannot do this. And here also, instead of playing this move, black can also play G6. Interesting idea, which is bad, but it is playable. Not bad. White will now checkmate you. White is better, but it is very difficult. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes, yes. RB Ramesh sir only. It was my game with RB Ramesh sir. We played 4 times. The score is 2-2, but probably it should have been 3-1. Probably it was 3-1. It should have been. The score is 2-2. All right. Now coming to a game, Botvinnik versus Resvesky. Botu. Okay. So Botvinnik setup. This is the favorite Botvinnik setup. White stands marginally better. I guess the setup of black is dubious because the scope of the bishop is not there. That is the main defect with the setup. Now that is why now he is finding out how to regroup the pieces. So too many moves with the knight. The knight has already moved 2 times, now 3 times, then 4 times. So the whole setup is dubious. But players did not know in 1938, they did not know all this maneuvering. 5 बार नाइट का 5 मूव हुआ है. It is plus minus. Naturally, I want to bring bishop. Now I don't want the knight to come. So restriction of opponent minor pieces. Desperation. The player is outplayed. They will go for tactics and attack. Black already outplayed. So he wants to go for some complication out of nowhere. Gaya. You bring here Anthony. He will waiting to hit him. Actually, look into his plus. सारे व्हाइट स्क्वायर का ओपनिंग, लॉट ऑफ वीकनेसेस, काफी हो जाएगा ये भी गया वो भी गया, जो भी है इट इज लॉस्ट। मारा तो C7 में गया, नहीं मारा तो भी गया। क्या मार रहा है देखो अभी, क्वीन पे अटैक। सो द होल सेटअप इज डूबियस। बेसिकली आई विल टेल यू के हमको ब्लैक लेकर ऐसा नहीं जाना है कि यू कैन नॉट प्ले। फॉर एग्जाम्पल हियर दिस, okay, this is okay. Now this is not correct. Black should play knight to f6 after f5. This is the correct way to play. The knight is more, so I mean, better placed. So we should, of course, by seeing these games only, the other players have improved. Other players have improved by seeing these games. So this is the correct move. And castle, knight here. Black has an excellent position. Garibay Kasparov has shown this to the world that this position, black is fantastic. तो लेट्स गो टू अदर। ये सब टाइम पास कर रहा है, ये NG7 नाइट F5, ये क्या है, मजाक है क्या सब? यू कैन ट्रीट जस्ट लाइक दैट। चार चार पांच छह नाइट मूव करेगा तो नहीं चलता है। गो टू एंड Zabo, he told Benko, you have to do whatever I say, otherwise I'll send you to army। 2 साल आर्मी में भेज देगा। Benko said, no sir, I will do whatever you say। You want me to lose, I will lose। You want me to draw, I will draw। In life and games, Benko said all this। Zabo, Laszlo, okay, this is, of course, the other line, white stands also better. After pawn push, knight into, pawn into, take, check, take, castle, castle, bishop C4, and this also white stands better. White is, white is Rubin fine, no, Keres, and black is Rubin fine. The second game is white is Poluevsky, black is Tal. The other game is white is Spassky and black is Petrosian। Spassky Petrosian देखो, Poluevsky Tal देखो, या Keres Rubin fine देखो, but there is a substantial improvement in the line which I also discussed। तो ये जो line है, this is more flexible here E3। White is better। Center, center, want to create a weakness logically। ओहो, इस है कितना डिस्टर्ब करते हैं। ओके, so the pin, white stands clearly better। The center, Russian knight has entered। I call this is Russian knight into F7 into C6। अभी दो रुक सेंटर में आएगा, किंग साइड इज वीक, खत्म हो जाएगा। You can't do, you cannot do, you dare not weaken the position like this। हो गया। Now Botvinnik exploited it very beautifully। Idea is dreaming, daydreaming। इन डे ड्रीमिंग, किंग आके इसको ट्रैप कर देगा कभी, या क्वीन आके इसको ट्रैप कर देगा। हो गया। नाउ नाइट, अभी फंटास्टिक पोजीशन, द किंग साइड इज टेरिबली वीक, व्हाइट पीसेस आर बेटर एंड ब्लैक हैज वेरी लूज पान स्ट्रक्चर। अभी ये पॉइंट पे गार्ड है, ये जो है ये देख रहा है, दोनों दोनों उसको देख रहा है बुरी नजर से। अभी ये वीक और ये सब कंट्रोल, पास पॉन सब है। The position, it is clearly plus minus now. अभी एक्सप्लॉइटेशन चल, ग्रुप हो गया एक्शन, अभी वैसे पॉन दिया, अभी व्हाट एवर यू डू इट इज बैड. नाउ you try to defend the pawn, bishop g7 is not working. बिशप जी7 मारेगा, क्वीन से मारना पड़ेगा, किंग से मारेगा तो डिस्कवर चेक, तो रुक इनटू पॉन, तो ये गया अभी, खत्म. बिकॉज अभी ये थ्रेट है, चेक है, तो जस्ट क्वीन इनटू एंड विनिंग मटेरियल. एनीवे इट इज लॉस्ट, व्हाटएवर यू डू इट इज लॉस्ट. अभी इसको बचाएगा कौन? तो ये मारेगा तो क्वीन इनटू, ये मारा तो रुक इनटू क्वीन चेक और वन पीस अप. तो बेसिकली ये जो है, दिस इज फुली प्लेएबल लाइन, बट यू कैनॉट कोलैप्स लाइक. ये जो है कहां पर है, E3 खेला, यहाँ पर ये खेला, दिस इज नॉट द करेक्ट. यू नीड टू कंप्लीट द क्वीन सेट. ये जो होल सेटअप इटसेल्फ इज बैड. अभी आपको कम से कम अभी ये खेलो, नाइट F5 खेलो, सबको गेम में लाओ. दिस शुड हैव बीन प्लेड फास्ट. ओके, गोइंग फॉर अदर गेम्स. टाइम नहीं होगा, आई विल शो दैट वीरभद्रस गेम. ये जो बाकी का गेम मैं आपको बाद में दिखाया, ऑल दिस थिंग आई विल शो इन आफ्टरनून सेशन. प्लस ये जो है आई विल शो इन द आफ्टरनून सेशन. लेट मी गो टू द वीरभद्रस क्वेश्चन. कौन सा गेम बोल रहा था वो? वीरभद्र says Keres, Keres is white and Planinek is black. Pilnik is black. 1956. Okay. Pilnik. Paul Keres. (1956). This is the game you wanted to know. Okay. This is the game, right? So you say, what was the plan of the move rook to c5? Okay, I will go first. Go quickly over the game. So white is better, clearly superior center, clear superior space, center, development. सब में white better. Very beautiful play. He is already outplayed. इसमें कुछ रखा ही नहीं अभी. अभी अभी पोजीशन में उसका 2-3 पीस काम नहीं कर रहा है. यहाँ पर ये मजा कर रहा है किंग साइड में. एंजॉयिंग क्वीन साइड किंग साइड दोनों बाजू. What was this says? The question was, it did not show. So was rook to c5 as a dubious move. Was it compulsion in the position? Okay, 32 move. This is actually lost position. Tara's formula. ये bad है. ये badly placed. ये badly placed. This is redundant rook. Redundant rook 3 बैड पीस लेके खेल रहा है और ये क्वीन भी डमी है. पोजीशन में अगर 4-4 पीस को तुम ऐसा रखोगे तो कहां से फाइट होगा? कोई चांस ही नहीं है. आप कुछ भी करो, चाय पी के आओ, ऐसा टाइम पास करो और चाय पी के आओ तो भी जीत जाएगा. साइमल्टेनियस में मारेगा इसको. एक pawn. अभी this is one by one pawn will fall. अभी you should resign. Normally players, अगर strong players resign such positions. कुछ भी नहीं. अभी ये मारा 32 कंडीशन, क्या बोल रहा है, ये बोल रहा है 32 दूसरा कुछ मूव बोल रहा है, रूक टू C5 हियर. अभी ये मूव खेला. अभी पोजीशन इज लॉस्ट एंड whether you play this move or not, it is a demoralized already. Black is demoralized and lost position. ये पीस डाउन जैसा है. जिंदगी में इस जन्म में तो बाहर नहीं आएगा. इसका ये लाइफ में नेक्स्ट गेम में आएगा, ये लाइफ में ये बाहर नहीं आएगा. तो व्हाट इज द फन? दिस इज अ बैड पीस, दिस इज पोअरली प्लेस्ड, कोई स्कोप नहीं है. तो क्या लेकर खेलेगा? इसको रिजाइन करना चाहिए. वेदर यू प्ले दिस मूव, वेदर यू प्ले दिस मूव, द रिजल्ट इज सेम. द रिजल्ट इज सेम. ओके. या तो क्या करेगा? अभी आई विल नॉट क्रिटिसाइज, कुछ भी नहीं है. आप अभी मूव क्या करोगे? आप ये तो नहीं खेल सकते, चुप चला जाए. अभी मूव क्या करो? कुछ भी मूव नहीं है. इट इज अ वर्चुअल जुगजुआंग इन मिडिल गेम. वर्चुअल जुगजुआंग. ये रूक का कोई मूव नहीं है. ये नाउ दिस डज नॉट, दिस डज नॉट मूव, इज दिस, ये कुछ नहीं है. नथिंग इज मूविंग. आप ऐसा मूव करने से अच्छा रिजाइन करना है. तो वो बोला ये खेला, बोला कुछ तो लाइफ मिलेगा, ये मार देगा हमको, कुछ तो लाइफ मिलेगा ऐसा. सो देयर इज नथिंग टू डिस्कस हियर. Is it a good idea to play unknown gambit in classical game for activity or immediate? No, I will not advise to play unknown gambits. You should always play the main line. You should always play the main lines. Don't underestimate opponent. You just play right moves. I have done that. मैंने ऐसा खेल के much weaker players से हार गया था. So don't do that. Don't underestimate. Don't play bad lines. Play main lines and get good positions. What is the game? Keres and Koto. issue B20. Okay, let me see. Keres and Koto एक लास्ट गेम करेंगे. कोटो ईयर 47. ओके, चल तो देखते हैं. कोटो ईयर 47 नो. So B20. All these are rash moves. You see, these are bad moves. It is thrill. It is a thrill, but thrill will kill. अब एक लड़का साइकिल चला रहा था. बाद में उसने क्या क्या कहा? उसने हाथ छोड़ के चला रहा. He says, I don't have hands. I don't have hands. साइकिल चला रहा है, हाथ छोड़ दिया. थोड़ा देर के बाद वो पाँव भी छोड़ दिया. I don't have hands. I don't have legs. Then थोड़ा देर के बाद I don't have teeth. क्योंकि वो गिर गया. I don't have hands. I don't have eyes. And थोड़ा देर के बाद I don't have teeth. तो ये ऐसा ही है. You are giving a position for thrill, but thrill will kill. अभी क्या है ये सब? अभी ये वेस्ट टाइम. व्हाइट हैज प्लेड नॉर्मल मूव्स. ब्लैक को टाइम वेस्ट करना पड़ेगा, और वो भी वीक है. अभी A4 आएगा. A4 पंच विल कम. आया. तो यानी कि दो मूव. Black is giving odd of two moves. You cannot give two move odd as black. क्या है? I will tell you. I will tell you. Oh, Juris 1953 Grandmaster Bondravsky is giving move odd and a pawn. I will show that game. Giving odd, move odd and a pawn odd. And फटाफट हार गया. Maybe I will show you, not now, later again. Bondravsky. अभी दो मूव का डाउन और रेडीमेड खत्म. थ्रेट को बचाओ. अभी यू बेटर डिफेंड ऑन बी4 इज कमिंग. तो क्वीन जाएगा कहां? अभी क्वीन कहां जाएगा? कहीं भी जाए तो प्रॉब्लम है. सो लॉस्ट. अभी इतना सारी वीकनेस है, कहां जाएगा? अभी यू गो बिफोर, यू गो हियर, अगेन देयर इज अ प्रॉब्लम. पॉन बी4, बिशप बी3 विल कम, बिशप जी5 विल कम. तो क्वीन को अच्छा जगह ही नहीं. थ्रेट बचा, RC7 थ्रेट बचा, खत्म. अभी वेरियस थ्रेट्स आर कमिंग एंड इट इज सो. ये जो है ना, दिस इज थ्रिल. थ्रिल इज गेटिंग बैड. यू कैनॉट टेक दिस इज पॉन एंड मूव, दो मूव और दे रहा है. क्या मजाक है क्या? दिस आर ridiculous moves. Okay, so thank you very much, friends, being with me. I will be back at 2:30 for the next session, and I will cover all these games, remaining games, plus some interesting theme. ये गेम रह गया हमारा, कहाँ है? यहाँ तक किया है. No, I think we have got some few games. I will discuss in the afternoon session and some other theme also and some tactics. सबको मेरा नमस्कार. Take care and bye.